It's the second ranking game of semi-final Friday in the 2025 Asia Pacific Women's Lacrosse Championship featuring New Zealand and China. The winner of this match will face Hong Kong, China in the 5th versus 6th game tomorrow, while the other team will play Korea in the 7th versus 8th match. Please welcome our match officials. Please welcome New Zealand! Please welcome China!
Rise up, light up, 一起鼓掌 Never give up, 追逐梦想 Speed up, light up, 听见心跳 Right here, right now, 为我疯狂
If you are physically able, please be upstanding and remove your hat for the playing of the national anthems. The opportunity to play for fifth spot is up for grabs. Best of luck to New Zealand. Best of luck to China.
And thanks again to Jason Bennett, our MC here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. It is ranking game number 2. It is New Zealand up against China. And the rankings have happened here in the commentary box and just gone up a couple of rankings. Michelle Davies, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be back for this next ranking game.
It is indeed. The rankings here and our MVP are looking a little wild, but we've gone early with those, so we'll let you know what we think pre-game. We thought we'd up it a bit. Pete Greenhouse in there taking all the stats that matter. We'll hear from him at quarter, half and three-quarter time. And our crew here with the Australian Lacrosse Network, Timmy D down on the boundary, Mr. Spielberg up there, Christian Leray and Scotty Gill in the background here, who's just getting sick of my singing as the anthems go on. But I'm going to nail them all by the time we finish. And the man who's playing those anthems, Jeff, is here. He's doing a great job as well. So welcome here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network and through World Lacrosse TV. The two teams have just tossing the coin at the moment. And for New Zealand, Michelle, what's your thoughts? We've seen these teams now for 4 days.
Yeah, we have seen them, and I think the dominance of Brooke Bolstead will drive New Zealand forward in their attacking half.
And who is your MVP pick today?
Yeah, I'm going for Brooke early.
I mean, there we go.
Yeah, the challenge has been set, hasn't it? I'm leading by 2, so...
So Tony's doing anything to get back into the game.
To upset me, so...
And who else?
Taylor Jakeman has been prolific down in that bottom right-hand corner shooter position, so I'm looking for her to really step up today as well.
And I may have taken her pre-game, so I'm on Jakeman, and I think Pete's on the goalie in Josie Cox. So
Josie Cox has had a great week and been consistent in all the games, but we've seen a lot of rotations of goalkeepers, so... but I'm sure Josie will be dominant in there.
And what about on the Chinese side? A big red card yesterday from one of their superstars gets the suit up today. They'll be glad to have her back.
Yeah, Michelle Zai, number 4, has been their key attacker and their most dominant forward. And we saw really in that game, once they lost her through sort of 2 yellow cards, or a yellow then red, that was a big loss for them. So Lauren Lamb's also been strong, number 8. And when they lost Zai, we thought they needed someone to step up, and that was Charlotte Sawecki. So number 19, she's really come into her own as this tournament's gone on. Yeah,
Sawecki really did stand up. That void left by Zai yesterday, and Sawecki seemed to be everywhere, and her name was getting called a lot. So, but this game is very important. The winner of this game goes on to play the 5-6 playoff tomorrow. Loser will go to play 7 and 8. And potentially could, if you lose this game and end up in that pool, there is an opportunity coming up that there may be a second division in the World Championships. So
yeah, international rankings really, really important, particularly if they're looking for that development opportunity for the second pool at a World Championships. So
as the ball is sent out into the middle there. And we will start to look at this game. Very important ranking game. And ball goes in the Stenner. We've got Bolstad in there up against Jingpeng. And Bolstad might be a break, is it? And going to go the way of China. So Brooke Bolstad, a little confused there. But Jingpeng says, I'm going to take the ball. And we'll have to come and set up. We saw China, they go backwards a lot, but they're now starting to look forward a bit more earlier in the week. They were very much heading backwards, and look at the pressure being put on there. MVP yesterday was Nikki Fordyce, day before yesterday. We had a break yesterday. And the ball comes down here for New Zealand. Mowat looks to go inside, gets on her left, puts the ball opposite side now, down the back, little 1-2, and we saw this in the game before, and Kita Perry getting the first for New Zealand. A little 1-2. Seems to be working a treat out here today, the 1-2.
Yeah, she worked really well there with Jakeman just to maintain position there. Defenders getting caught out on which way they were going to take. So lovely feed from Taylor Jakeman from behind.
Continuing to do what she has done and rack up assists in this tournament.
Yeah, she controls the ball behind the goal, so making the defenders turn.
And Brooke Bolstad goes back into the centre up against Jing Peng. Last one was a break. It went the way of China. This time wasn't much better, but allowed to play on. And we see Unsworth. She's been very good too. Really started to come into her own in the last couple of games. And Unsworth down there to Jakeman.
Yeah, Unsworth is really unselfish and does a lot of work off the ball to create space and lanes for New Zealand players to drive through.
She is, as she just receives the ball back there. And back to the goal scorer there in Perry. And Jakeman again looking to bring others into the play. Back to Perry. Looking to set a little two-man game down there. No, comes up to Unsworth. Ball over to Mowat. Mowat, she's had a bit of the ball and looked like she wants to get in on the cage today. Alana Mowat. Every time she's had the ball, she's really been aggressive into that 15-metre arc.
Yeah, we saw her come out with some late goals yesterday, so I think she'll be coming into this game with confidence.
Oh, Mowat gets off the ground, gets off that arc, very, very quickly. And Alana Mowat put about 2 metres on her Chinese defenders and found that one very easy in the back of the net.
Yeah, they were slow to get defensive pressure on there, and Alana Mott just making the most of it.
So 2-0 early here, New Zealand. China without a offensive set yet. They'll be looking to win the ball out of the centre. And we see Archer coming into the centre for New Zealand. Up against Jen Peng again. So Archer was very good in the centre as well over the last couple of matches. Really did bring him back into the game against Chinese Taipei and started that momentum for that game.
Yeah, she was strong in the centre draws, but then really went down and had a lot of offensive options.
So ball comes out, Archer to win the ball, just leaves it behind and leaves it for her teammate in there in Anya Coas. Goes back to Cox. Josie Cox kicks that out there to Danny Hadwin. And ball moved up here through Lily Fu. Fu at the 15-metre arc just gets held up. Down the outer side here, Anya Coos finds down to Jakeman. Jakeman on the bottom corner. This is where she does her best work, but runs straight in. The good defense there, but goes again. Jakeman steps inside, fires, and that's just almost hooked in the stick, that one. And Jakeman, no damage done with the possession as Perry picks the ball up. Great cut there from Coas and puts one away. And New Zealand, these cutting goals and doing it easily at the moment here against the China defence.
Yeah, great pick here set by Jakeman. You can see her moving up to the top, sets a pick, and Coas coming off that with a lot of space. Defenders have to talk on those picks. You've got to work out which, can you drive through or do you have to swap? So it relies on really good defensive communication.
It's those little 1%ers, isn't it? Those little picks, little cuts through that create space that the coaches see, but everyone sees the scoreboard, but it's...
Yeah, Jakeman created that, so great work from her.
And Archer back into the centre. So New Zealand 3-0 here, about 9.5 to go in the first term. And just starting to assert some dominance here. Oh, that's a great take there from the goal scorer in Coas. And that wasn't great, but great. Still follows up there, Coas, and picks the ball up and gives it to New Zealand in their offence. Great work there from Anya.
Yeah, Anya Kos just following up multiple efforts, and that's what you want to see as a coach.
So out to Archer. We've seen Archer drive on this sweep. Unsworth. Now Unsworth will cut through. There's the space being opened up. Archer steps inside and free space called there. You could see that coming a long way away, looking for that right-handed sweep. The two attackers just running through the crease to open up that right-hand side.
Yeah, and well done by Olivia Archer to pull that shot at the end. Otherwise, yeah, that was a
It was
dangerous
a dangerous shot.
position to be in from a defence point of view there.
So free space had here. Archer, goal scorer yet on Wednesday, gets in. Oh, great pickup from Unsworth. That was a great follow-up from Unsworth.
Yeah, good support, good defence on the free shot, and Unsworth came in to back that up with a great ground ball.
Jakeman, ball up to Coers, just working this line. That's offside because the foot was over, so that's going to have to be. Unfortunately, you can't put your foot over there. Now they are offside. So, and the coach is just confusing the players a little bit here with who they want in the defence. Unsworth looks inside. Great take from Kurz, and she will end up with the ball top centre here. As New Zealand with another opportunity. We've already seen her once. China really have to get in and defend here. And Ikois looks inside. Down to Jakeman, and there's going to be. Oh, I thought he was reaching then, but just a check called, an illegal check.
And Yukoa's here been very dominant in this patch of play.
Has Unsworth to her right, who now sticks it in her left hand. Jakeman there on the corner, but free space called again there for China, and New Zealand through Archer will have the ball again with another opportunity from this 15-metre mark.
China just trying to get extra numbers into defence.
Trailer coming. Gets down Archer. Archer, good save there from the keeper. That's right on the line. She has just stopped it with the chest. The ball's rolling back. Stopped it dead just at the line.
Making sure that one didn't roll back in. So great save there.
Jodie Chu. And here we go. Michelle Zai got a yellow-red yesterday, very early in the game, and they really did miss her. And she is one of their major playmakers, as is this lady, Lauren Lamb. And Lamb and Zai looking to work together. Space.
Number 3, Wyan's way open in that in front of the goal, but they just haven't seen her.
And I think that's the thing, though. That, again, these are learning opportunities for nations when they come and play, you know, some of the better nations in the world. So Lamb, she's quick off the mark. Lamb steps in, good save from Cox. But great pick up there and followed up with the ball down the back. Oh, and a little sneaky one there from Jen Peng. Hang on. Is that Jen Peng? No, take that back. That is Sawecki. So Charlotte Sawecki with that goal. We should have known on that left-hand bottom corner, Sawecki. She doesn't need much room. And the number 19 from China gets her first after a bag full of 3 yesterday.
Yeah, it was well picked up from Peng and got the ball down low to Sawecki. And we did see her take some of those tight angle shots really well yesterday. So nice to hit the scoreboard for China.
Yeah, she got too late in that last game they played, right on that point where there was no angle whatsoever. So Sawecki with the goal. And a well-needed one for China. New Zealand 3, China 1. New Zealand in the middle. Good pick up from Mowat. Alana Mowat works the ball into offense and gets the ball back. Mowat just with about 5 red shirts on her. Oh, look at the cut in the middle. Looked inside, and that is going to be some free space.
Yeah, we've seen New Zealand use their bench really well. So after the centre possession is taken, they sub off a defender, get an extra attacker on, and that late cut is hard to catches the defence out.
So Lily Fu with the ball gets inside. Oh, good check there from Fu, I should say, but deemed to be too close to the head there by the official. I thought that was a pretty good check.
Yeah, unlucky Lauren Lamb there, because I thought she waited till that stick came out for the shot, and
I won't lie, the coaching staff for China are also in our effects mic saying that was a good check. Don't worry about it. Lily Fu again with the ball. Looks inside, another opportunity, and Fu gets her first goal on the second opportunity there.
yeah, she's timing it off nicely. She's coming off the bench each time and making nice cuts. So from a free shot opportunity this time, but protects her stick and lets it go early. We've seen that bounce shot work quite a number of times too.
Just about to say that bounce shot, even on the surface with as much water as we had yesterday, still has plenty of ping in it when it hits the deck.
Yeah, the surface and the stadium and the conditions here are just fantastic.
They're awful, aren't they, Michelle? Sitting up here in this beautiful commentary box, overlooking this pristine ground. We hope you're enjoying the coverage on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Great camera footage here from Christian O'Reilly. Ball dead. Oh, that's going to... Oh, I was going to say, if that's picked up, but we see the goalie come out, take the ball. Chu, under pressure, throws it back into the cage. Now she's got 5 seconds to bring that ball out, but decides to move it on quicker than that to Cheng Lin. And Lin gets a lot of pressure, but the ball will turn over, and Fordyce will have to go behind Lin here. And she might catch up with her again if she's not careful. Well, that... She sort of brought the stick across herself then and lost the ball, Lynn, as that came. Didn't think the check got that close.
It was almost a pass to Michelle Zai.
It was.
Anyway, so...
But Lynn with the ball, and that one hung it out, and that one is going to turn over. And Hadwin finds herself into offense. Bolstad has ball in hand, will drive, does drive, looks over, great pass, good save. No, that one's gone in. So on the outer side there again, Kia to Perry getting 2 on the board.
Yeah, that one just rolled over the line. Initial save made, but just snuck through on the inside. Bolstead, great look and pass.
Oh, did too, didn't it?
Just watching on the replay.
Just watching on the replay. I'm looking at the ball outside there, but just sort of came up, hit her in the upper leg, bounced just inside the cage, a little bit of spin, rolls back out. Good officiating there, right on that
she was
goal
right
line
on the
extended. So Perry gets her second. And ball to the centre draw. Ball is won there by Lamb. Lamb, good hold there with that check from on Lamb from Archer. China under a little bit of pressure. Yi Wei Ling Ray.
Great support from Michelle Zai there, just helping her teammate out close on that boundary line.
And that is quarter time. Snuck up on us a little bit. China probably glad to just go in and have a little bit of a chat about what happened in the first quarter. But it is 4-1 here, the way of New Zealand over China. Winner of this game goes on to play the 5-6 game. Loser will go and, yeah, we'll end up in the 7-8 game. So it is an interesting start to the game. And the stats that matter, Mr. Peter Greenhow.
Yes, well, New Zealand come out of the blocks there and really put a couple away. Perry's got 2, Mowat with 1, Kai's with 1, and Lily Fu with 1. For China, they've got really Goldie's haven't really had too much the draws are even quite even. New Zealand has 4 possessions for the New Zealand has that early one, but yeah, it's all possessions that really make it
Build it. It's a black for 3! 1, 2, 3! It's a black!
We thank Peter Greenhouse. Beat at half time. Sun just starts to come out here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. Maybe that's why they call it Sunshine Coast Stadium, as it just got a little bit brighter out there at the moment.
Yeah, we've been lucky with the weather up here this week, haven't we?
Well, we had the day off yesterday, and it was probably the worst day for rain and overcast and a bit of lightning and everything that's going on. And so that was the rest day. Perfect day, freshen up the ground, come back, lacrosse is on, and the Creator is shining on us.
It certainly is. We can see China just putting an extra defender back on these centre draws to stop that fast break opportunity for New Zealand.
So New Zealand currently leading 5-1. We hope you're enjoying our coverage on the Australian Lacrosse Network. But New Zealand, they're enjoying the centre draw at the moment as Clark and Rush gets into the offensive end. Great centre draw straight to the midfielder.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see New Zealand really utilising their bench here. So making sure that everybody's getting an opportunity, getting a touch. And
So Georgia, Clark and Rush, top centre, as she rushes towards the cage. Rush took a bit of pressure, but then locked and loaded, stuck it in the back of the net. Great goal there from Clark and Rush.
yeah, I thought the Chinese defender got a stick on that and may have helped it along its way.
Got a big piece of it there. Oh, unlucky. Did really get a piece of that Jing Peng, but the strength of the carry there from Clark and Rush.
Yeah, and rewarded for her effort at the centre draw. That was great centre possession.
So New Zealand, 6-1 now. And started the quarter perfectly. Ball again, that one's gone over the head. Oh, Hadwin. Sorry, that's Barker. Picks the ball up. The 8 and the 3 look very similar, and they've both got the pony. And but ball coming down here through Perry. She's already got 2 today. Ball comes up to Archer. Oh no, Unsworth. Sorry, that was Coys that threw that. And back to Perry. Perry. Over to Unsworth.
They're playing really patient offence here, New Zealand.
And Unsworth comes down the side. Good work there from Michelle Zai, but dropped her stick while she was trying to check that player.
Yeah, just trying to get in and delay Unsworth on that drive.
Now this has left, that's not who you want to leave open on the bottom corner. We see Taylor Jakeman on this bottom corner. Gets to go in. Jakeman looks in. Oh, it's just feeding her teammates is Jakeman, and Archer fires that one to the left of the right-hand post.
Yeah, really unselfish play there by Jakeman. You'd want to have a defender down there, I'd say.
I would say you definitely want a defender down there. Archer finds Jakeman now. Over to Fordyce. Fordyce was outstanding in the last game. Jakeman cuts. Plenty of movement down here from the... and just runs around the corner, tries to get through. And that could almost be free space. Oh, gets one right across the head. And we're going to have a card here as Jakeman wore one right across the goggles there.
Yeah, just a bit of stick chasing by the Chinese defence there. You've got to get body position and you've got to get your stick right on their hip and force them wide. You can't get sucked in by chasing their stick.
And Chen Li with that yellow card. Jakeman looking for the 1-2. Not available. Good cut there from Unsworth. Fordyce with the ball. Oh, Jakeman opens up and gets inside, but free space call. Looked like she was going to step around that player. And
Thought she was going to take that dodge.
That
yeah.
whole goal in front of her. So Jakeman has Archer on the bottom corner, and good save. But high, sorry, that was Kui's on the bottom corner. And goes high, and the goalie goes, well, that's where my stick already was. Oh, needs to be careful and watch where things are going here. And ball checked out. Still with the goalie. Still with the goalie. Needs to find an outlet, and we're going to have a card here, are we? It looks like there's a card coming here for across the goalie, and that is going on Katie Perry.
Yeah, we've seen them call those slashes quite often during this tournament, so doesn't have to connect to be a card.
So they are even numbered now as both teams are in a penalty situation. China going backwards.
Yeah, an opportunity now to really move the ball and get up into an attacking zone with less people down there, more space.
And Zai, she makes her own space and just pulls it up, kicks it over to her teammate in Lamb. Lamb trying to just create a little bit of turmoil down there with her feet. And that's a good defensive check there. And gets a push for her troubles. And the ball will be run out.
Yeah, great work by Piper Russell. I think Lamb just trying to get set, and Russell managed to get her stick on it.
Unsworth to Jakeman. And we've got free space. And Jakeman will take the ball up the top. I couldn't pick with Jakeman if she's going to shoot or pass, because she does try and give a lot of assists.
Yeah, she does, and she's also able to, look after her stick really well as well. So she's got good options.
So possession shot here maybe. Jakeman steps inside, fires, and another good save there from the keeper. But two players have collided here, and that might be, is that an ankle? Might have just stepped on an ankle there. So just looking here, that is Ling Ray Yue. So Ling Ray gets up and just might have stepped on a foot there. And definitely a right foot. We hope she is okay.
Yeah, she looks in a lot of discomfort there and not able to put much pressure.
She said it's the ankle. You know what I'd be doing? I'd be sitting down going, someone carry me off. And they'd all be going, not at your weight, sir. So as the crowd just gives her some appreciation there. We don't like to see any of our athletes injured. And that she's going to sit down in front of us. And look at her teammates around her. There is about 6 of her teammates just get around her. So great to see.
Making sure she's all right down there.
The shoe will come off and some ice put on that as Michelle Zai brings the ball into offense. Jing Peng, so they're in a man-up situation here now as the penalty had been released. China, Zhang looks for Lamb. So they've got to be a free player, and that free player is sitting down behind goal line extended at the moment. So they're in a man-up situation, and they've got 3 players actually sitting behind goal line extended, allowing New Zealand to be effectively man up in front of him.
Yeah, Rutherford doing a great job defensively to guard 2 players.
As the Rutherford just getting away, and ball gets knocked out of Zawecki's stick. And coming up the other way again there, another dispossession there from Piper Russell. That's 2 turnovers for Russell.
2 forced turnovers from Russell, so he's doing well.
Looks inside. Jakeman pops one away. That's a great take, but what a great feed there. Just took it out in front of her and almost sort of had to step back, rotate around and pop it away.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of love going down there to Piper Russell just to acknowledge that turnover.
What about this pass from Mowat? That is a good pass for on Alana Mowat.
Yeah, she saw the stick from Jakeman and no hesitation, just put it up there in the zone and gave her the opportunity to take that really high out of the reach of the Chinese defence.
And speaking of opportunities, China have taken an opportunity to have a timeout here. A 7-1 game at the moment. And Jakeman gets her first, so a couple of points for Jakeman.
Yeah, and they'll have things that they want to work on here, China, just as they're continuing to enjoy this international competition, and they'll have the things that they want to come out of this game. So they're still finding positives. While they're not hitting the scoreboard, they're still got things that they want to focus on and work on, and I think defensive communication is certainly going to be one of those. So
it is indeed. You can see the coach there, just fairly animated actually. He looks like a very passionate coach, and they are just getting plenty of water on board. It must be quite warm out there. We walked out there earlier to have a look at the surface. The sun sort of came out a little bit. We thought it was nice because there's some sunshine.
yeah, that was my cue to come back inside.
As Bolstad heads to the centre, draw stripe for New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand really rotating their bench and getting everybody on and everyone an opportunity, and also resting up some of their players, I guess, because there's another big game to go.
There is indeed. And Zheng Peng for China goes in to join Bolstad. Zion Archer sitting goal side for New Zealand. As it gets set, Bolstad. That one goes the way of China. Zawecki looks to pick the ball up. Can't quite pick the ball up. Ball still to be won on the ground. And it is won now by Riken to Blizzo, who's been doing a good job for New Zealand in the defence all week. Cox wanting the ball.
Yeah, there's a few players open here, so switch the field of play.
Finds Rutherford, and now they can present forward. That has missed Bolstad. Bolstad coming through. Ball hits the deck. Under pressure, though. Plenty of white jerseys. As the ball comes back to the keeper. And it's good to see China early on in the week were going back very slowly. Good pace here. Down through the middle. And Cheng Li just turned it on a little there. Ball gets turned over though. Goes back to Zheng Peng. And Lauren Lamb has it now. So Lamb over to Cindy Zhai.
Just getting set up here, China, balancing up their attack.
Lamb up against Rutherford. That's a good matchup. As we see Queena Yuan.
We can see Archer in the middle not giving Michelle's eye any space.
And Michelle's eye says, well, I can't get any space in here.
So
Let's drag out the back and I'm going to attack you. But that has missed. And there's some offsides going on there. That'll go back to China. As Fordyce just ran over the line. It's great vantage point up here in the commentary box for those line infringements. Ball with Cindy Jai. Looks over, finds Lamb.
Yeah, there's some pressure being applied there by New Zealand.
Getting roasted, she was. And ball coming down the other way. Bertram hasn't had much of the ball. Back there to Jakeman. Jakeman. Over to Fordyce. Bolstad. To Lily Fu. Bertram. And Jakeman just saying, let's just, how about you guys go up there and get out of my exposition so I can just feed the ball. As Bertram throws a pass that maybe didn't quite connect. Needs to keep the ball moving. Does. There's another one over. Archer just throwing the ball forward, and Hadwin there. Danny Hadwin says, I'll mop it up for you guys.
Yeah, nice recovery there from New
And
Zealand.
Jakeman one-on-one here. This is the ones that she likes. She doesn't mind that little inside roll.
You can see why she's told them, her teammates to get out of the way.
Yeah, and Lily Fu says, do you want it back? But Jakeman just turning her as the comes up the top. Bolstad, oh, I thought she was going in then. Down to Fordyce.
Yeah, clearly trying to set something up here, New Zealand.
So Fordyce. She's kicked it to Jakeman. Jakeman back to Fordyce. Movement, great. That's a very, very good play by New Zealand to find Bertram. And that was a set play, most definitely.
Yeah, you could see New Zealand patiently trying to set something up, and those diagonal cuts are really hard to stop when you've drawn your defender.
So Bertram just getting open into the middle, and those backside defenders not closing that space down quick enough.
Yeah, we've talked about it a number of times, really, your defensive setup position and being able to see your player and see the ball so that when they do cut, you know, getting a stick on them, and she should have been able to feel Bertram then just stepping off. Great diagonal cut, though. She went at pace, and the pass was right out in front.
On the money, so to speak. Centre draw time. That looks like Perry in there, is it? For New Zealand. Oh no, that's Coys. So Coys in there, up against Peng. And that'll be a centre draw. New Zealand comfortably out at the moment. 2 minutes 45 left in the second term. And Peng up against Coys. Ball fired out the back. Ball 2v1. Zai just trying to mess up a few things in there, but Anya gets the ball, picks it up, finds Hadwin. Hadwin just running circles and getting away from her opponents. And now the switch comes. Over to Barker. Barker will find Russell. Russell says, I've done my work. I will come into the defensive end. Okay, attackers, go about your work.
They've been really unselfish in that way, the New Zealand team, rotating their subs, rotating from the bench, crossing over the restraining line.
Unsworth goes to go at pace, finds Mowat. Mowat steps inside, keeps stepping inside, and that was unlucky because she found Anya Coys on that bottom corner, just ready to shoot that ball.
Yeah, that was a great inside feed. The whistle just beat them.
So again, Mowat steps down. Good unselfish play. Good knockdown. Ball though, picked up by Jakeman. And keeper comes out, so she needs to win this ball, the keeper. And they need to be careful not to give away the penalties on these. And good just stick in lane. Oh, there's a knockdown. Jakeman, great knockdown. Back up the top to Bertram. Bertram looks to get towards the cage. Good little knockdown there from Jakeman.
Yeah, great work from Jakeman and good pressure. I thought the goalie did well to come out and then hustle that, but needed a bit more support.
So Bertram has won. Look at the goalie. She's come off her line a long way. And it looks back up. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. And ball fired top shelf. Goalie not able to get to that one. And Anya Koyas gets another one. That's 2 for her for the day.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot right up in the top corner. She had a lot of space and time, and you cannot give players that time.
Tell you what, didn't realise how good that was. Looking at the replay, just go ping, ping up top shelf. And there's not much that you can do when they're hitting corners like that. As the half-time whistle goes, it is all New Zealand here in this game. And currently 9-1 New Zealand.
Yeah, we've seen the New Zealand dominance there, and Anya Koas was unlucky not to get a nice one-on-one with the keeper earlier in that play, but certainly made the most of that one.
Well, it took about 20 seconds for her to get the ball back. She was wide open on that right-hand corner, but then guys just ripping some twine up the top net, and it is all New Zealand. And to tell us why it is all New Zealand, we've got Peter Greenhouse.
I think China could be in a better position. Jinpeng is actually winning a lot of the draw control, but like we've said many times, it's not always about the control from the draw. You've got to win that possession. And New Zealand has done that. They got all of the possession from centre draws in that quarter. And when you score 4 goals to none, that's a big reason why. Goal scorers for the half, we got Bri Bertram with 1, Perry with 2, Taylor Jakeman with 1 and 1. Nikki Fordyce got 2 nice assists. Alana Mowat with 1 goal, 1 assist. Anya Coes with 2 goals. Lily Fu with a goal. Georgia Clark and Rush with a goal. And once again, New Zealand score a whole ton of goals with a whole ton of goal scorers. So really good job by New Zealand. Just the 1 goal for China, Charlotte Sawicki. But yeah, the big thing for me is China, while they're controlling that centre draw, they're not winning the possession.
Yep, and if it is a pivotal spot in the women's game, if you don't win it out of the centre draw, you are not playing offence most times. And if you're not playing offence in the women's game, you're probably going to be on the back end of it.
Just one thing, Piper Russell, New Zealand defender, great work causing a turnover, running the ball down, and that's ended up in a goal. So great work to Piper Russell, trying to get the defenders some
love,
air time,
bit of love.
Yeah, yep. So that was one thing I noticed.
We
so
actually
well
mentioned her
Russell.
twice with that. She had 2 occasions where the one down the back was amazing, the little check, and put the ball to ground, and had another one up just in the restraining line here. So those 1%ers that coaches see and they love, and that has brought the New Zealand into offence. So, but China are going to have to talk about the offensive end as we are at the halftime break here in the Sunshine Coast Stadium. You are live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We might just have a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back very, very soon with second half action in this game.
Okay, so that was it. Yep. So if that happens, just pass it low. Yeah, he's going to. Okay, high low.
As the two teams go about their last little talks here at half-time. You can see the passion there in the Chinese coach. She's getting up and about saying, come on, girls. This is not what we came here for. We're all about this. Good to see a little bit of passion, though. Trying to drive her troops. And New Zealand, much the same. And New Zealand are very ready. They are just sitting under the shade in the tent.
Yeah, as we see some replays coming up there, Clark and Rush with a little sneaky one off the...
And this is this feed here to Jakeman. That was a great feed. Just amazing feed there from Mowat.
Yeah, we can see Jakeman had 2 or 3 metres on her opponent there.
And Jakeman looked inside, threw it to Perry, and Perry went, oh, there's Bri Bertram. We should give that good inside look up the top, and this is Coy's just hit. That was a sweet shot.
Right up in the top corner there.
Sweet shot.
Yeah, New Zealand, we can see from those highlights, you know, just really happy to move the ball. If the player's open, they're happy to give that extra feed, shift the goalkeeper.
They're
and
always looking for another pass, aren't they? Which does. The goalie can't get set, so they're always moving. They're not stationary.
Yeah, we can see China starting with an extra defender behind the restraining line.
Also starting with Zai in the centre up against Archer. So trying to get their big guns into the game. Zai, Lamb, and Zai and Lamb fighting hard for it.
And Sawecki, so they're bringing their experienced players into the mix.
And Lamb picks up the ball and tries to extract herself and does that very well. Now over to Zai. Zai gives it back to Lamb. Good knockdown there from the New Zealand defender, but still scrapping hard there at China. And a great work from Danny Hadwin. And good pick up through the middle. And oh no, it's going back the other way. Ooh. Okay, so just a wrong arm there. And Sawecki will take the ball.
Yeah, Lauren Matchett did well getting her stick up into the lane because Lauren Lamb was...
Good knockdown there from the defender.
Yeah, Rutherford, again, just they're getting their sticks in those passing lanes, New Zealand, and making these feeds really difficult for China.
So a push called there. Sawecki will take the ball again.
She's got Zai open in the middle.
Sawecki looks to fire early. Cox, and that's a race from about 4 people. China win it.
Yeah, well backed up. You always want those ones backed up as a coach.
So Cindy Jai, Queen Yuan that is, to Cindy Jai. Oh, good inside cut. Good look there. And Sawecki doesn't normally miss too many on that bottom corner, but good save there from Josie Cox.
Great save from Cox and Sawecki. Just, we've seen her put those away a lot high, so alternating her shots, but unsuccessfully on that occasion.
So kicks it to Matchett. Matchett to Hadwin. Hadwin fires up the top there to Rutherford. Rutherford, she was a goal scorer yesterday. She says, I'm in offence. Oh, here I am in offence. Give me the ball. Nice cut there from Unsworth. Just didn't quite look up quickly enough there, Bertram. Bertram trying to take her opponent to where she wants to shoot. And probably not the greatest shot in the world, to be honest.
Yeah, Unsworth was wide open in that right-hand shooter position, so...
Bertram, I think she had it in her mind that she was going to, or just running into massive trouble here, but able to get it over there to Yuan. And Queen Yuan has Michelle Zai on her right-hand side and will look to just get out of the vision of the official and give it to Michelle Zai. Michelle Zai looks down. Great pass there to Lamb, and Lamb lighting up the top shelf.
You could see Michelle Zai just give the head nod to Lauren Lamb there before they started. So the two of them working these 2-on-2.
Little connection, both slides. Great take, and what a finish. Not leaving Josie Cox with too many opportunities there.
No, and the pass from Zai was well and truly pinpoint accuracy over the shoulder of Lamb, so she didn't have to change direction.
Great stride either, did she?
Just took it over her shoulder, turned and let that go. So New Zealand just a bit more communication on those slides.
So China get the first one of the third term. And it's taken about 4 minutes to do that. But New Zealand win it out of the middle. Mowat rolls around. Oh, that's just making Brooke Bolstead test the hamstrings out. Nikki Fordyce looks to go quickly. As Perry. Up the top there to Fu. Fu with the ball.
Again, patient offence from New Zealand.
So back to Perry. Bertram with the ball. Looks inside. Oh, good feed there to Nikki Fordyce, but just having her stick held there, just about. And Nikki Fordyce, MVP from the last game. And just asking the defenders to go out. And they're both standing, Michelle.
It's a minor foul, I think.
Okay.
So she moves to the side.
Yeah.
And there's no free position.
No. So Zai in the middle. And just passes it out to Fu anyway. He kicks it over to Perry to Bertram. Bertram looking to go one-on-one on this bottom corner. decides not to. To Bolstad, back to Fu. And back to Mowat.
Much better defense from China. A few earlier slides, a bit more communication.
And just looking like they're covering a few more lanes at the moment, but not that lane, as that lane gets well and truly driven through. And Lily Fu says, get out of my way, here I come. And straight down the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's a great first cut from Bertram, sliding across. Good lane being opened up, and actually did really well to hold that with 3 defenders coming in.
Just that pace, though. You love to see pace.
Yeah, it's hard to stop when they're on the move.
Very hard to stop. Lily Fu with her second of the day. And just pop that up the top shelf as well.
Yeah, that's good team offense from New Zealand, creating lanes that people can then drive into. So multiple options, and they took that high percentage one at the end.
So whistle blows to start play again. Draw ends up deep in New Zealand's territory, and got a pre-check there, and that's going to go to China. And there's that Lamb there. She's everywhere. Lauren Lamb working extremely hard for her team. Ishin.
Great back up from Sawecki there.
Been really impressed with Sawecki too. She just seems to have a fair bit of time with the ball. And can certainly shoot small holes.
Yeah, it's been her finishing that's been really impressive, because she's had a lot of pressure and she's absorbed that and been able to get those shots off.
So flag on the plate, up to Michelle Zhang. Michelle Zhang just throws the ball back there to Zheng Peng. And Peng will have an opportunity here for China. 10-2 is the score. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. And Peng looks over, finds Zai. And Michelle Zai gets a free space goal.
And you'll see that immediate whistle on the free space call rather than the flag being held as we saw for the previous one.
They don't want those dangerous shots.
No, protecting the player that's on the
Oh,
inside.
looks to Lamb, and Lamb again gets a...
Another free space
well,
call.
she's almost caught that and thought, here comes my free space goal.
Yeah, she didn't even look like she was going to be able to let that go.
And I'm suggesting Lamb is going to the cooker. She's going straight to the cage.
She is. New Zealand have closed off a few of those other options.
Lamb gets inside. Great pressure, but Lamb, quality lacrosse player.
Yeah, and we've seen her able to really protect her stick as she's driving in, and then just steps out and frees up her arms for the finish. So, protecting, and then...
And what I love about it is while Lauren Lamb has put the goal in, and it's her second, she was down the back corner here fighting for that ground ball out of the centre draw.
Yeah,
she's doing a lot of work.
Tremendous amount of work through that midfield.
And then just goes...
Thank you very much. I'll put one away.
I don't mind that. And then go straight into defence. So Michelle Zai, and we've got a whistle here. And it's 6 minutes and 5 seconds. We are going to have a timeout. I believe that will be charged to China. So 10-3 is the score. And the goalie coming off, giving a little bit of love there to her teammate.
Yeah, she was happy with that one. I think she'd be happy for them to keep the ball down in that offensive end for a little bit longer.
I think she'll be ecstatic if it's down there and she gets to watch lacrosse all day like we do. And we hope you are joining us on the Australian Lacrosse Network and enjoying everything that we're bringing to you.
Yeah, we've seen China tightening up a bit defensively there. So, just making those small adjustments, and that would have been something that they talked about at halftime.
So Peng, Lamb and Zai really starting to, they're those sort of key playmakers, I think, in that China team.
Yeah, Sawecki certainly getting some options down in those tight
Being
corners.
that finisher.
Yeah. And Lamb and Zai doing a lot of work through the midfield. So we've also seen Queenie Yuen stepping up, number 3.
Yep.
She's built her game each one, getting a little bit more confidence. So this is a great opportunity for China against really quality opposition in New Zealand.
As Michelle Zai makes her way out to the centre draw, will find herself in there with Olivia Archer. And 6 minutes to go in the third term. It is Zai and Archer to do battle in the centre. You can see Zawecki just off the back into the midfield now. Great take there. And that is Coy's.
She's been really dominant in that position with that reach. Really strong and good control with one hand.
So New Zealand with the ball in attack. Comes to the centre draw. Player there in Archer. Finds Unsworth. And back to Coys. And down on the bottom here is Perry. Perry's had a good game today too.
Yeah, she has hit the scoreboard quite early and a couple of really good assists.
So Coys. And now just a heap of space being set up for her here too. Looking to drive through. Not there. But she's guarded by Lauren Lamb, so that's probably not the one you take on. Lee is guarding Fu. And good defense there. But Archer continues to go. And I don't believe that the China coaches were that happy with that call, because there was a big collective no as that got called.
Yeah, I was just watching Ishen's defense, number 12, off the ball. So much better body position. And then you see her able to slide on that one. So I think they're certainly improving defensively.
Archer. Let's see how good a shot she really is. And Archer up the top. Doesn't even bother with it. Looks down. Nice little inside to Unsworth. Unsworth just ducks the head. And that is going to be a in the crease call. And China will relieve through Chu.
Yeah, there was no room there to burrow through, was Unsworth.
Zheng Lin decides to switch the ball to the other side.
Running into trouble there.
Jen Lee. But ball now with Zheng Peng. And releases it up forward to Michelle Zai. Michelle Zai just looks like she's got all the time in the world. It is a 10-3 game here. Michelle Zai looks like she wants to go. And does. Oh, that's a great finish there from Michelle Zai. Had looked like she wanted to just isolate that defender and found the bottom corner. Talk us through this one,
Yeah,
Michelle.
Sawecki goes hard early and is an option and takes away her defender. And then we know that Michelle Zai's got a fantastic split dodge and just steps around there.
Little 5-hole.
Yeah, we've seen her really happy to take those shots on really tight angles. So she's a prolific finisher. That's a tough shot.
That's a very tough shot coming off that dodge. And just managed to find the space down near the feet of Josie Cox and puts one away. She has 1 goal, 1 assist, Michelle Zai. And ball about to be reset. New Zealand 10-4. So China have done well. They're just starting to get a couple back. A little bit more offense being played here and on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I think New Zealand have now brought Bolstead back into the middle.
But we haven't seen Bolstead basically all game, which was your MVP. Should I just say that? Pre-game. Not that I'm smiling in the box here. She might come out and get 6 now.
Yep.
And they might just go, well, we're on there.
We know that
We don't speak too early.
she does like to get this ball at the top and use her speed and strength to drive through. So
And this is the one. This is a setup. This is the get down, pass back. And there's a 3-second call here, is there? And the China coach is very unhappy, and her hat, I'm glad it's not breakable, because that may have hit the grass at an awful speed.
Yeah,
So
she certainly let us know she wasn't happy with that one.
But good defense there. Bertram just loses the ball and then face plants the ground. Hopefully she is okay. But there's an offside here, and that ball's going to China. And that's exactly what both officials saw. So Bertram not being able to... So China with the ball through Lamb. Lamb's just as likely to carry the ball right down here. But if she could hold on to it. But New Zealand, a little... I think their boots have been caught up here.
I think they're tangled up, yeah.
I think they are tangled up, and they just release each other. And hopefully they're all right. Now, there's a funny thing in sport, isn't it? When you see both shoelaces just get tied up together, and down they go. But no damage done to either player, which we like to see. Don't want to see any injuries, if at all possible, to our athletes.
New Zealand pressuring through the midfield there.
Just Cheng Lin taking her eyes off the ball there. Runs into Fordyce. Back to Jodie Chu. Chu says, let's go. She's got an outlet on this outer side, but can't quite handle the ball. And Bolstad comes in, and there might be a knee there. That looks like she's holding her knee. There's a player down on the right near the scorer's bench. There's a goal scored there by Chen Li. But it's the player that's holding her knee that I'm keeping my eye on here.
Yes.
Went down right in front of the box. Just got almost tangled up there. And the training staff there for China have got her there.
Yeah, she went down straight away, didn't she, and grabbed her knee. So I think just an awkward twist there, and she hasn't moved. So
And we hope Zhao Nashan is okay, but did go down and clutch that knee straight away. So they will just give her a little bit of time here, as there is an injury. Well, it's at the end of and getting up, not able to put any pressure on that leg and on that knee there. Already has her knees taped, so tells me that there might already be some knee issues, and they're just taking her straight into the bunker there. So we'll try and get an update on that one. But Zhao Nanshan is in good hands down there. We've got great medical staff here at the venue.
yeah, and we can see her getting a lot of attention down there on the bench now. So
But 10-5, New Zealand, China, they're just sneaking back, China.
much more confident to take those 50-50s and go for some reward down on the offensive line.
Ball heads up over Hadwin up against Zai. Hadwin loses the ball, but getting plenty of pressure. Might be a pre-check there, but Hadwin, she's just doing party tricks, trying to get it out of the back. It won't go in the stick, and now it does. Great job there from Danny Hadwin. And New Zealand, that's a bit of a hopeful pass there from Coyce.
Yeah, Unsworth was open, but
Right.
the pass didn't hit back to her.
Great back turn there. Oh, great sidestep. That's a good goal. Individual effort there from Alana Mowat. The little turn here on this restraining line to get back from those two defenders, and then the little step inside, that one extra, to be able to put it away.
Yeah,
There's
Mowat,
that turn.
the roll dodge there, and then just stepping around.
What about this step? Bang. Just sent the defender straight past her, and that defender, Zhang Yixin, must have been going, where did who go?
We do those drills where you do multiple dodge, 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 and that was a roll dodge into two split dodges. So Great work by Alana Mowat.
And right on the three-quarter time break as the time ran out just after that. Great little step there, but that quarter, China certainly had their mojo on and just got back into the game a little bit. And to find out how that may have happened, let's hear from Mr. Peter Greenhow.
Yeah, New Zealand have been a little bit sloppy. Few unforced errors there. Only one call coming in and creating a turnover, but still, it feels like they've just taken the foot off the pedal a little bit early, I would say. Goal scorers for that quarter for New Zealand, Lily Fu and Alana Mowat. And for China, Lauren Lam, 2 goals, Michelle Zhai, 1 goal, and Chen Li, 1 goal.
So China winning the quarter. Can they win another quarter here?
Well, look, if they continue to keep hustling hard for that centre draw possession, the way they're playing at the moment, they're taking a lot more chances than they have in the past. And, you know, if they keep putting them away, of course, they can, you know, really put New Zealand under some pressure.
Well, it's a 6-goal game, and I'm sure that last little red time goal isn't going to please China. But they've had a great 3 quarters so far. They've third the best of it. Winning that quarter, can they win the last quarter and take a little bit of momentum in? Or is there a twist in this game yet? Is Lauren Lam and Michelle Zhai just about to put the foot down and make it a real contest out here and send me into my golden goal frenzy?
We're looking forward to seeing that at some stage in this tournament. But China will be happy with that. You know, that's a win out of this game. You win a quarter and now you focus on the next one. So that's what the coaches will be reiterating at that one, I think.
They will indeed. We have 1 quarter left here of this ranking game. Winner into the 5-6 playoff. Loser goes into 7 and 8. And Archer gets the first opportunity out of an illegal procedure in the centre draw. Comes over to Rutherford. Rutherford, she said, well, I got one in the last game defending, and maybe I'll stay down here. Rutherford looking like she's going to drive this right-hand post. Does drive the right-hand post, but gets shut down then from Chen Li. Ball over there to Fordyce. Back up to Coys. Coys to Archer. Free space called. And whistle will blow as 3 red shirts ran in front of 1 white one.
Yeah, we've seen their numbers from defence from China. Happy to get up inside. And look, I'd happily send them back to the free possession line than let them take those shots. So
Archer.
Defensively, I'm okay with that.
Decides not to fire the ball. Ball down to Fordyce. Good cut from Unsworth. Unsworth. Now in the hand. Oh, Unsworth. And Fordyce rolled her own and found herself wide open in the front of the cage. Gets her first of the game.
Yeah, we see Unsworth just dragging a defender through. And then the Chinese defence, 2-on-1 there.
That top, they've Pepper in that top left end point of the cage. They might have to just check the net after this game with a couple of the shots that have been going up there.
Yeah, and that's a great adjustment from New Zealand because we saw them going down low early and the keeper getting to most of those saves. So some really nice finishes on those shots.
So Brooke Bolstad into the centre draw again for New Zealand. Has seen not a lot of time in this game, but Michelle Zhai, she picks it up, loses it, and there's deemed to be a push there, and that's why she lost it. But good work in there from Zheng Peng, who got the ball to her team's advantage. Zhai, got to watch out behind her. There was a defender coming from behind her then, and if she'd actually gone to the player, and that was Clark and Rush. Zhai, oh, great foot save there from Josie Cox. Just stuck out the, what do you reckon, size 10 shoe?
Yeah, stuck out the shoe and saved that one.
And then gets another save, but that's an error there. So that'll be a keeper's ball. No, just an inherent whistle there. And the official waved it off straight away. So ball back here with Cox. So Cox with 2 saves.
Yeah, she stepped up there. That was a great late shot from Michelle Zai and a good save from Josie Cox.
Russell gives the ball there to Wilson, but Wilson dropped it. So Russell came back and got her own balls and said, well, I will feed it into the centre. Wide open here. There's 2 of them, and there's Wilson. Wilson picks it up. Just couldn't quite get the ball in the stick, being held there. And that will give Alice Wheatley-Wilson an opportunity. Or is there going to be a simultaneous here? No. Alice Wheatley-Wilson will...
I think they're just
Oh, no. There's a,
saying it was outside or a minor foul, so no free
Okay.
position.
I was thinking that's right on the crease. So it certainly can't be outside the 15. Unsworth. And there's Bolstad. Steps in 1, steps in 2, and finds about another 3.
Yeah, she drew half the team then, Bolster. But we've said that before. She's really confident with her to use her strength to take those drives on.
Look at Unsworth here.
I think she's
Unsworth
going to go across.
Well, we got Unsworth and Wheatley-Wilson. There's 2 of them here. And Bolstad looks over now to Unsworth. Oh, gets one right across the top of the head, but maybe just ducked, and Fordyce has the ball. We've got a flag on the play, and we will bring that back for a 3-second call.
Yeah, Lauren Lamb just getting caught down in that bottom corner.
So Nikki Fordyce, she doesn't need an invitation to get into the cage. Fordyce looks down the bottom corner. Over there to Perry. Cutter coming. No, don't need a cutter when you've got a left hand like that. And again, another one there from Lily Fu. I reckon that's 3 from Fu today.
She's come on in this game and made the most of all of her opportunities. Some great patient offense here from New Zealand.
Unsworth just looking like she was a little unhappy there with her cut not being fed.
Yeah, she's had 3 or 4 in a row there, Unsworth, that she's been open. But, you know, when we coach, we say it doesn't matter how good your cut is. If the feeder decides that they can't get it to you safely,
Yep, they're not going to give it to you.
good decision.
Yeah, I always used to say the 80-20 rule. If
Yeah.
it's 80-20, you feed it. If it's anywhere under that, maybe have a bit more think about it, get the ball around, and if it happens once, it'll happen twice.
Nice. And they've been really patient in their offense, New Zealand, so...
And great pick up there from Sawecki. So Charlotte Sawecki kicks it up to Lauren Lamb.
Can see with the extra man in defence, they've had to pull that fast break up, so just didn't have numbers.
And Lauren Lamb just doing what Lauren Lamb does.
Yeah, it's the angles that she drives on, I think, that create that overlap and that really good first step. Can see her here just get inside a defender and then...
Just beat Coy's for pace
Pace.
there off that back corner. Once she actually got to the player and she put a beater on it very quickly. So Lauren Lamb getting another one. And a 13-6 game here. New Zealand over China. 8 minutes to go in the 4th term. At this stage, New Zealand look like they're heading to the 5-6 playoff. But we have seen in all forms of lacrosse as Sawecki wins the ball here for China.
Yeah, that's a couple of centre possessions for Charlotte Sawecki.
And we know when she comes from the bottom corner, she doesn't need much space. Oh, another good step there. Little hold on Zai. Just got up and under that arm, didn't they? And just lifting the arm.
Yeah, that's probably a good call in the end for New Zealand. Stopping Michelle Zai when she's on that drive.
So, Michelle Zai has the ball, tries to get inside, decides to go outside to Xin Yi. Xin Yi up to Lamb. Oh, sorry, that's Ling Jingpeng. And as the player hits the deck there,
Yeah, she really needed Peishi to cut through there and open up her lane. We've talked about that a lot for New Zealand. Unsworth cutting through and allowing people to drive in. By number 25, they're just holding the line. Took away Jing Peng's space.
So Jing Peng back to Michelle Zhai. Zhai just directing traffic out there, telling everyone where she wants to go. Oh, took a step. Did great on the bottom corner. Zawecki again. Well, she's got plenty on those bottom left-hand corners. This time just hooked it a little.
Yeah,
And
certainly.
Michelle Zhai looks to get around, looks inside. Zawecki again, that's hit her a stick, hit her on the head. And Cox gets the ball checked out of her stick. She can't go in the goal circle like that. And Josie Cox will say, well, hang on. This is my circle. Get out of here, and I'll take the ball and clear it out. So Josie Cox runs the ball out now here for New Zealand. She's got Unsworth just about to break onto the box, and there's a note, and the player gets picked up now there in Unsworth. And the free player, just trying to look where the free player is here, as coming off there is Walmsley. And releases Archer. Archer just cuts straight down and, gets a big push in the middle there. And she will just wipe herself off, get her stick in her hand, and Archer will come back and have an opportunity.
Yeah, we've seen Olivia Archer really coming on hard off the sub bench. She's tough. She can take that one.
And it was funny. The defender went, no, I didn't touch her. It's always a sure sign, isn't it, when they put their hands in the air? On the bottom corner. Good inside feed there. Good save. That was a
Fantastic save there.
great save, but great feed from Jakeman on the bottom corner.
Yeah, Unsworth clearly wanting that one on that diagonal
this
cut.
this could turn over. A foot race. Ball to be won. Ball is on the deck. Great pick up from Fordyce. Fordyce looks to come inside, looks to Jakeman. Jakeman fires, and that's a good save again from the keeper. Jodie Chu just almost sitting on the ball as to not allow that one to go over. That's a huge save.
And another great outlet pass here.
And here's Lauren Lamb with space coming down here. She'll get inside. Good defence there.
Great defence from New Zealand just to get back.
Oh, just picking pockets is Danny Hadwin. And ball promoted up the field. Just needs to find another free player. Coys has one over, and that is the defender there in Rutherford. Rutherford steps inside. Got one day before, and not able to trouble the scorer on this occasion.
Yeah, just didn't change the plane of that shot.
I thought the bounce shot was coming in there as soon as she got that far, but certainly she'd be happy with having some shots. And Ling Ray.
Trying to just a few more subs there.
And I reckon wasn't Ling Ray the one that went down with the knee? Who, number 77, she is back on the field. So good to see that. And Zawecki shoots the ball, but Michelle Zhai. Actually, Ling Ray might have done her ankle earlier, I think.
Yeah, it was 21 on the...
Sorry. As Cox and opportunity there for Michelle Zhai, where Cox came out of the cage. All she needed to do was just get it and roll it in, but just rolls it by. So Queena Yuan has the ball to Lamb. Lamb up against Archer, looking to roll back. Oh, just gets top side and ripping twine up the top shelf. The cookie jar just got rattled.
That is a fantastic finish from
shot.
Lauren Lamb. You could see the Chinese offense here all stacking to that one side just to create some space, and she just took 2 steps around.
Oh, bang! There's crumbs coming out of that cookie jar up the top shelf.
4 goals from Lauren Lamb. She has been fantastic in this second half.
Well, is she putting herself into an MVP performance? We haven't seen one on a losing team yet, but she has been very good today, Lauren Lamb.
Yeah, she has. That finish was just
That's
fantastic
as
from
good as you
Lamb.
get, isn't it? A minute 50 to go in this game. New Zealand look like they're going to run out winners. It's currently 13-7 as Walmsley goes in the middle for New Zealand. Great take from Zawecki. But this is what they did yesterday. They got a couple of late ones. That one's hit the outside of the net and goes out of bounds. But Queen Yuan will take that ball. And she will have to come and connect the dots. Foot to dot. And Michelle Zai up against Rutherford. Good contest, that one.
That's a good defensive set. You just needed to delay her.
So Rutherford.
Great defense from Rutherford again.
Well, that's not a great pass, but able to pick it up well. Clark and Rush with the defense. Lauren Lamb. Oh, have we got another party trick here? Lamb. Just using that pressure. Double comes Zawecki inside. And we're going to have time stopped here as there's 40 seconds to go. And a 3-second call on Walmsley, I think it is.
Yeah, Sawecki's got to go and take this centre hash, run forward and absorb some pressure and clear your hands and put that away.
So Zawecki needs to fire, looks over and gets another free space call there. And now Jing Peng will have an opportunity as the clock gets stopped. About 30 seconds to go in this contest. This would be a great way for China to finish this game. Zheng Peng looks up, gets pressured. There's three white shirts there on the bottom corner as Michelle Zai looks to get in and just loses the ball at the last minute, but deemed to be illegal there. So 20 seconds, clock running, and they might want to, I know they have stopped the clock now. Michelle Zai with the ball. Just seemed to lose the ball with the defenders around her there.
Yeah, she's got Lauren Lamb open on this side, so
They've got a good connection, Zai and Lamb, but I think Zai's going in, and Josie Cox says, well, and is there a chance here for New Zealand? We saw them score with 12 seconds to go the other day. Ball coming down here through Mowat. Mowat looks up, fires. Oh, great save and a bit of a WWE move after. Just a little drop onto the player there in Jakeman. And ball is about to run out as it hits the sideline right near the scorer's bench. And New Zealand run out winners 13-7 over China. They will find themselves into a 5-6 playoff berth. China will head now to the 7th, 8th game. So the bottom half of our draw has been set. The top half is still yet to come. The next game, Chinese Taipei, Australia. And then after that, we've got Japan and the Philippines. Two of those nations will be battling off for a gold medal tomorrow. Two of them will be battling off for a bronze. And right now, we will get to see Mr. Peter Greenhow. And how did that battle wind up, mate?
Yeah, look, China really tried Jing Peng winning most of the centre draws there and China getting most of the possession from the centre draw too. Lauren Lamb, little excitement machine in that last quarter. Scored a couple of really nice goals.
What about that one top shelf, Pete? Did it take you back?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's very sweet. Just the old fake roll.
I've seen Pete do that to win a game in South Australia on his knees. I have.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Not as pretty as Lauren Lamb's shot, that's for sure. Fordyce and Lily Fu getting 2 for New Zealand. But yeah, New Zealand had done too much hard work in that first half for China to really come back and catch them. But look, they hustled as hard as they could. And Jing Peng, again, I'll say it, a lot of draw control. Just go work out how they can get the possession more regularly from her.
Yeah, I think Peng in the middle and Zai and Lam were very good for China. That's their playmakers, to be honest. And their connection is very good at times, just winning that centre draw. And these competitions allow you the ability to learn that craft. So
I think the big difference between New Zealand and China is, like you said, they've got certain playmakers for China. New Zealand are pretty deep when it comes to this matchup. And it shows by the number of goal scorers they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goal scorers again.
7 goal scorers for 13, so an average of 2 per goal scorer. Yeah, okay, I'd say now that we're going to pick MVPs, but we've already done that.
Pre-game.
How you feeling, Michelle?
Well, Bolstead clearly not getting a lot of game time and being rested.
Pete and I
for
are
the
really
next
upset
one,
with
so-
that at the moment,
Yeah.
with that call.
bet you are.
You're still a chance, Pete.
Look, I had Josie Cox. She had 3 saves in that last quarter, 5 from Jodie Chu. But yeah, Josie Cox, I don't think has done enough today to earn the MVP.
Yeah, look, Jakeman was good early, came out of it late. I've just said to Michelle, are we going to see an MVP from a losing team here in Lauren Lamb?
You know, you could see that. She got 4 goals from 5 shots. She was shooting really well. But, you know, some of the conversation we've had is respect to you've got to win, you've got to score goals. Lily Fu got 3.
Yeah, a little sneaky. And obviously Coy's early, but I
Yeah.
think she came out of the game later. Didn't mind Perry early either. Yeah, look, there's probably a hard one today, to be
Very
honest.
hard one. New Zealand had consistently good team attacks, so sharing the goal scoring, sharing the assists. I think Anya Coas did a lot in the first half, particularly at the centre draws.
I'm tipping an upset here. I know we've picked ours. I just think Lauren Lamb might, against the grain.
Against the grain,
Get
might,
one.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. She, like I said, excitement machine.
I mean, it is the best player on the ground, and
Yep.
I think for me, she probably was the best player on the ground today.
Yeah, yep.
So we're about to find out here as the 2 teams just go through theirs, and we'll head down here to Jason Bennett to announce the MVP.
Final score in our second ranking game sees New Zealand run out winners 13-7. New Zealand have faced Hong Kong, China in tomorrow's 5th versus 6th game, while China will play Korea in the 7th versus 8th game. My pleasure now to announce our match MVP from New Zealand, number 15, Anya Kais. Congratulations on the win, Anya. Back-to-back wins for your team. Here's your match ball. Back-to-back wins. It feels like you guys have started to build some confidence and momentum as the week's gone on.
Yeah, it's felt really good to kind of get on a roll and just end up playing really pretty lacrosse with all of our teammates, so it's felt really nice.
Seemed to click on in that last quarter of day 2 when you were 4 goals down, you got 4 goals in 6 minutes, and I know you guys went back after that game and watched that period just to remind yourselves that you can really play some scintillating lacrosse, and it sort of felt like a different team since then.
Yeah, I think definitely being able to watch back on what we can do as a team and what we can achieve, it gets some spirit and support within each other. So it's good to know that we can play that kind of lacrosse.
Tell us about the vibe and the spirit of this group.
I love it. You know, we click all the time. It's amazing to kind of almost play with your sisters and see them every day. Yeah, it's really nice.
That's lovely. How's the week been in terms of the entire experience? The facilities here at Sunshine Coast Stadium, the weather's been fantastic?
The weather has been fantastic. I can't say that I like the ice bath very much, but other than that, it's been great.
In that case, they're doing their job perfectly. Chance for you guys to finish the tournament with 3 straight wins tomorrow, an opportunity to finish 5th. Great chance for you guys to get out there one more time and show what you can do.
Yeah, ultimately, it just means so much to play with each other, and going out with a bang would really be the greatest goal. Right.
Congratulations on being this afternoon's MVP. Good luck for tomorrow. Well done to Anya and New Zealand. So it'll be New Zealand versus Hong Kong, China in tomorrow's 5th versus 6th game. China will be back to play Korea tomorrow in the 7th versus 8th game. Don't forget, food, drinks, iced coffee, ice creams available at the kiosk. Our 2 semi-finals to come. Next up, Australia versus Chinese Taipei from 3:30. Then our second semi between Japan and Philippines from 6 as the championships continue.
And we thank Jason Bennett there, our Master of Ceremonies. And if you'd only had your opportunity again, Michelle, you called, you thought of gone Bolstad, and halfway through you went, no. We almost gave you the opportunity to change it for Anya Coys, but yeah, we won't.
But you won't.
But we won't, Pete.
No, I've got one. I'm well behind, so no, we won't.
Mate, if we add ours together, we're still not up with her yet. So, yeah, good job to New Zealand. As I said, they will go on to play in the 5th, 6th game tomorrow. And like Jay said, if they can get 3 games, wins away in a row, just a little bit of confidence going at the end of this qualification. I know they were a little bit disappointed with not being in those top 4. But, there's been some tough, hard lacrosse here. They gave it a good crack against Chinese Taipei, and, they got even with them, and that was the difference. 3-goal difference in about a 6-minute decided their tournament here.
They'll learn a lot from this tournament, New Zealand. We saw them in that game just rotating and using their full bench, and a lot of those younger, more inexperienced players really stepping up, and, Clark and Rush and Mowat, got a long lacrosse future and an optimistic future ahead, so it was great to see them out there.
Well, right now we look forward to the 2 big semi-finals coming up. One at 3:30, that is Australia and Chinese Taipei, and then at 6 p.m. tonight, Japan and the Philippines. Winners of those will go on into the gold medal match. Losers will meet each other in the bronze medal match. We're going to tie it up here. Timmy D down there, Christian up the top, Jeff on here with the anthems and playing the music. Scotty Gill, as always, amazing. Peter Greenhouse, thanks, mate. You'll be back. Looking forward to Australia and Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, very much so, mate. It's always good watching the Aussies come up against a tough opponent.
It is. And Michelle Davies, we will be back for the next game. I know you've got a soft spot there for the green and gold, but it's going to be a good match as we go in, and I can't wait for the one tonight between Japan and Philippines. I think that's going to be a cracker as well.
Yeah, 2 cracking games ahead for the afternoon.
They are. So we'll have you back next. Can't wait to bring you more live free lacrosse today. 2 more games here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. My name is Tony Watts, and until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you very soon.